Welcome to Toffee Blue View, your source for all things Everton. I'm Jerry. With me, as always, or as most times, or as sometimes, Max and David are here. Huzzah! All right. This is a Remember Me segment. We do this every once in a while. A player that time tends to forget because time that happens, but we're here to remind you about this player. This player happened, and so that's what this is. Remember Me. This player arrived January 30th, 2014. This is a good one to do in the winter transfer window, you know? Because it was another very weird Everton transfer. But this was one of those where we actually stole a player from another team. All right? Because this guy was going to West Ham on loan. They needed a striker. We needed a second striker. So this was a perfect opportunity. A big, imposing guy. You know, you see this guy and you see, oh, wow, he's 6'8". Are you kidding? That's incredible. We're so psyched. We're like, this guy's going to win every header ever. And then the more you research him, you realize, oh, he doesn't really like playing in the air very much. He's 6'8", and he likes to play the ball on the ground. Okay? So that was weird. But it was very Martinez to find a player who's all about the football rather than finishing dead balls, whatever. So yeah, we managed to scoop this guy right out from under West Ham. His name, Lacina Traore. Funny situation with this guy because we weren't sure that it was actually happening. It was all rumors. And then all of a sudden, here's a photo of him in a grocery store.
Yeah, in Heighton or something like that, wasn't it?
What a first place to visit, by the way.
No.
You come to Merseyside, where are you going to go? I'm going to go to Heighton. All right, yeah. Not that I ends up with Heighton, but I mean, my mum lives in Heighton, so it's okay, but...
I love how I'm laughing like I know what you're talking about. I'm really just laughing that he was there and he was spotted, but then I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. Heighton, right? Am I right, guys? Heighton?
Was that Heighton or Halewood? I think it was Halewood. It's more likely to be Halewood with Bitch Fan being in Halewood.
Yeah.
I remember that picture of me. I think he had his hood up as well. Like, you look like an NBA player, mate. You're not hard.
I mean, I love that. I've just been slating Heighton for everyone who's watching from Heighton, and he wasn't even in Heighton. Sorry about that. Sorry about that to the two dogs.
So a little bit more on Lacina Traore. Had one appearance. Played once. Swansea. Got a goal, touched the ball very few times, and one of those touches was a back heel.
Records.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, back heel as well.
Back heel goal. 6'8" guy getting a back heel goal, and then manages to get hurt in warm-ups
Against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Away.
It was a big one.
Yeah, I feel like Richard Wright done that about 12, 13 years ago. Richard Wright, the goalkeeper, got injured on the sign that said "keep off the grass," and he was on that part of the grass and got injured whilst doing so. Yeah. Yeah, that summed up his career, to be honest with you. If anything summed up Richard Wright's Everton career, it was that moment.
Yeah, I remember in high school, me and my friends went out to go play American football because none of them actually played, football. And one of my buddies who never did anything athletic, he was a swimmer, okay? And he's never going to watch this, so I have no worry about him seeing this. I was sitting there thinking as we were walking up, I was like, I don't know how he's going to do because he just doesn't normally play contact sports. On the way to play, sprains his ankle on the sidewalk as we're walking up to play. And I was just thinking, there's a metaphor. There is your metaphor right there. Beautiful. So just a weird situation. So right after he played for us, he went back. He didn't stay. We didn't make the move permanent. Went back to Monaco, then immediately back to CSKA Moscow. Got 8 goals. Then he went to Sporting Gijón. Got 2 goals there. Then he's on loan this year to Amiens in the French Ligue 1.
if I'm not mistaken, he's still on the books at Monaco, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on. Yeah, he's technically
So, yeah.
still with Monaco.
Credit to him.
Yeah,
You know,
I have no idea.
Is he available now? Yes or no? Because if it gets to January the 30th again and we haven't got a striker,
come back.
Yeah,
Come back.
yeah, we'll be scraping the barrel at that point. But bring him in.
he's
I mean, he solves the long ball issue, doesn't he? You know,
Yeah. He's a target man.
he's
Yeah.
but he's on loan, so he's probably not available. I don't even know much
like to
about the
think
team.
Yeah, I'd like to think Everton we're not setting our sights on him again. 4 years on.
He doesn't really seem like a Big Sam signing, does he? You gotta. I think he would sign a 5'6" player who's better in the air than a 6'8" player who likes to keep the ball at his feet. You know, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah.
He's got 0 goals this season, 2 assists. You know. Anyway, strange. What a bizarre transfer situation for us. And honestly, I was excited. I thought it was actually a pretty cool signing when it happened.
Yeah, I mean, he was coming into one of the best Everton teams in recent memory as well, to be honest. So, yeah, you know, I think we had high hopes for anyone who came into that team. But I mean, if you can't sort yourself out in a warm up, then
yeah, he seemed to be one of those players that had built a reputation without really. It felt like you hadn't actually watched him. It's like you knew about him and he had a name, but you hadn't actually seen that much of him. So you were excited and telling everyone we're getting that Traore, but in reality you were like, is he any good? And then he scored, because he didn't even play that well, did he? But he scored, and then
come like a scramble in the corner, wasn't it? He just like swung his heel back at the ball.
I mean, nobody that I knew had ever heard of him. He was playing with Anji Mikashkala.
Yeah, in Russia.
Yeah. So if you remember, for a while though, they basically tried to do like a Man City, didn't they? And he just tried. Yeah, they wanted to basically become Champions League winners in about 5 years. So, but they just kind of bought a load of average mercenaries who kind of had a bigger name than skill set.
Sam Eto'o.
Yeah, Sammy Eto'o.
Still can't believe I've seen him play for Everton.
I know. Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Yeah.
So basically, I mean, I feel like we've given this a lot of attention. I
feel like we've done really well considering he played one game.
Because his Everton career is literally just a tiny little blip. Not even a blip. It's more of a blur. It's just so brief. But it was at a time when we looked good and we needed a second striker. And we were thinking, here's a guy who's got some size. Maybe, just maybe, Martinez could do something with him and gradually bring him along, develop him. Got hurt before he really even had the chance. So, any other Lacina Traore tidbits? You guys have any crazy Traore stories from him being
memories?
Yeah. No, I just know he had a little blonde Mohican going on, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just kind of like that.
Yep. That's why I figured he had his hood on. It's like if he has his hood on, he's just some tall guy who probably plays in the NBA. But if you see that shock of blonde hair, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I remember watching him play for Anji Makashkala.
He was rocking that haircut before Pogba, really. He was doing a Pogba before Pogba, didn't he?
Yeah, that's where Pogba got it from.
Yeah.
He admired the back.
To be fair, I did hear that Pogba had like posters of him in his room when he was a little bit younger in his Everton kit, running off doing his little celebration. So I think that's where he's got the inspiration from there.
And on that bombshell.
Yeah. Oh no, let's just.
Once again, David with his ITK knowledge. It's maybe the most useless ITK knowledge you'll ever hear. That's what we do here. You want insider transfer info? No.
Yeah. It's about as trustworthy as the actual ITK knowledge out there as well.
It's equal in reliability. So that's it. Do you remember him, Lacina Traore? We just did. So if you're digging the videos, you're awesome. Give us a subscription. Subscribe to us. So close to 300. This close. Leave a comment. Do you have any Traore stories? Because that would be just awesome. Check out David and Max's stuff. Both of their stuff can be found on the Toffee Blues website, but you can also find David's stuff on the Sportsman. And that's it. He also has insider knowledge of what Pogba's bedroom looked like when he was younger.
Yeah, well, now the police said I'm not allowed to talk about that, so can we move on very quickly?
I was like, draw your own conclusions, world. All right, so we got more stuff to do. So we're gonna motor on. Bye.